what I think that what happened in 2020 was the city granted him a zoning permit. Right.
Yes.
But then he had to wait for a Pinelands permit, and his Pinelands permit, so that he could get a building permit, just came a few months ago. Wasn't in 2020. If it was, he'd have built his home.
Well, what is the difference? What
And
if
I
it came in
know
2020
that my
and
facts
now?
are correct.
And I have the paperwork that shows different. So I don't know where your information came from, but I know where mine came from.
Well, be that as it may, if it came in 2020 and he's building now, or it came a couple
But
months ago and
he's
building
blaming
now.
me, saying that his house is gonna cost him more to build because I held him up. We're talking 2 years here. He could have had that house built.
No,
So
he didn't
why
get a building
is-
permit until
so-
very recently. He didn't get a building permit until very recently.
Is there anyone else from the public?
Yeah, Mayor, I wanted to address this lady about the Oprah notice. You know, I take pride in answering my Oprah notices, and people compliment it on how fast I do, but I was under the understanding, and I've asked Wayne, because I know you give me a list of things, which I did pass on to our zoning officer, and he needed some time because there was a number of things there, which I did, as far as I remember, correspond with you. So, I've asked Wayne like probably 3 times, because he'll give me the Oprah information, I pass it on. I says, Wayne, did you pass this on yourself? Is there anything else that's outstanding? He said, I have given everything that I can possibly give to answer this Oprah news. But if there's something else, I mean, I apologize for if there's a miscommunication or something, but you're certainly welcome to stay here tonight. I'll go through my files. I'll do whatever I can do to help you. But I have made every effort to make sure that and one night I came in here and you were in his office talking to him. So I'm thinking, okay, well, you know, it's nothing better than face-to-face stuff, right? But if there's something else that you need, I mean, I got the complaint from the GRC, and that's, you know, normal course. I've dealt with them a lot. Not so much here, but in other places. So, you know, they're there to help as well. But if there's something that we can do, stay after the meeting, and you're welcome to, as I look in the files, I'll get you whatever you need. I've never seen any plan of this gravel pit or anything. I wouldn't even know where it's at in the files, but there is an alphabetical file system that I can look at. But I would like for you to be here and give me some guidance, and maybe the 2 of us can get what you need.
I'll tell you too, as one of life's strange coincidences, just because this strange stuff happens in my life for some reason, I don't even know why. I grew up in Ventnor, having never heard of Estell Manor until I moved here. But in the summer of 1974, when I turned 16 years old, I worked with an uncle of mine who drove a dump truck for a few weeks in the summer. And he was working hauling gravel from a pit to Atlantic City Racecourse. And the pit was the Mayville Pit on Route 50, that's where it was. When I was being dug, I was helping him haul to Atlantic City Racecourse. That's how old that pit is. And I believe it was abandoned. From what I understand, mining activity there ceased perhaps before Estell Manor even had an ordinance about restoration or bonding.
No, it was after that. And they have a Pinelands permit, and I went to the Soil Conservation District, and they actually have permits for the Soil Conservation District with reclamation plans.
For the whoever the contractor was that for Mayville, who
That was
mined.
Mayville, it was for
Okay.
Mayville. And this is Mayville, and she kept paying the $100 or so each year to Estell Manor.
Was this done by an ordinance? Would it be in an ordinance format, or is it just a plan that you know of what you need? How do you, what?
I'm happy to stay after.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
That's fine.
Okay.
Is there a motion to close?
Motion to close.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.